Hey guys, it's Mr. Cheese Gaming here, and welcome back to more of Let's Play Pokémon Emerald. Last time we arrived here on Route 104, and in this part we're going into a forest. By the way, I just want to ask, in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, why is Route 102 like a separate map area? I just don't get that, but forgetting about that, we're playing Pokemon Emerald, so let's go right in to Petalburg Woods. Now, we have two new Pokemon here. First off, we have Shroomish, which is your second grass Pokemon that you'll find. It starts off with Absorb and learns Tackle at level 4, but it gets much better at level 23 when it evolves into Breloom and becomes a grass fighting Pokemon. Breloom learns very good fighting moves later on, but making it kind of good for the later portion of the game. However, at later portion of the game, you can find Breloom in its final form out in the wild. If you didn't choose Trico and chose a Torchic instead, you may want to get a Shroomish, because it has grass type moves, which again will be great against the first gym. The other Pokemon you'll find here is Slakoth. Now, Slakoth is a normal type Pokemon that you'll only find here in Petalburg Woods, and it's also very rare. However, it has an ability that hinders it quite a bit. What it does is that it makes it so that you can only attack every other turn. Kind of like, what was it? The Frankenstein not the Frankie? That robot enemy from Earthbound. I can't believe that I'm forgetting its name. I'm pretty sure that it's called the Frankenstein Mark II. It's a robot that attacks every other turn. So, it does make a very good HM user. However, because it doesn't learn a whole lot of good normal type moves, I'd rather stick with Zigzagoon. However, it does have a very good attack stats in its later evolution, which kind of makes up for it. But then again, if the opponent has very good defense, yeah, they have plenty of opportunity to heal right back up. So yeah, basically it's just saying right here that Pokemon will gain EXP so long as they're always appear in the battle. And a Poochyena. Yeah, you can still find Poochyenas and Wurmbulls here as well. I think you can actually also find Cascoons and Silcoons, so if you want a Beautifly or a Dustox specifically and don't want to kind of go through that Wurmbull randomization, just go ahead and catch their cocoon forms here. There are things on the ground that you can't see. Always check where you're walking. Well, here's a perfect example. We found a potion, which reminds me, I should check, and good thing I checked, because I got an X attack from Lee. Yes. Although Zigzagoons and Linoons don't really learn very good moves and don't have good stats, it's still good to have them level up just for the sake of, well, for the sake that they get better items if they level up. If you're a thief and try to steal Pokemon, you should throw Pokemon balls at only wild Pokemon. Yeah, well, we kind of figured that. Though, then again, like I established in Gold, Silver, and Crystal, the cops are incompetent in the Pokemon games. I got a whole bunch of Pokemon. Go, 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 my bug Pokemon thief! Lyle. You know, I never actually knew someone whose name was Lyle. Never did. Oh, ground isn't very effective. For some reason, I thought it was effective. strange. Sending out another Wurmple. And I'm sorry that I'm not doing much commentary, which is strange because usually you would at least have an excuse that you're because you're paying attention. Kind of like what Nate did, Nate Wants to Battle in his later episodes of Five Nights at Freddy's. But I don't really have much of an excuse because I'm not paying attention, I'm just mashing the A button. Because I'm so freaking powerful that I'll just take him out in one turn anyways. So I guess I ought to find something else that I could talk about. Paralyze heal, that could be helpful. Except all the enemies here actually use poison, but let me tell you something. Actually, I can't tell you about it right here because there's gonna be a cutscene coming right up. Not a one to be found. Hello, have you seen any Pokemon called Shroomish around here? Well, I said that you can find them and they're not that uncommon. I really love that Pokemon. I was going to ambush you, but you had to dawdle in Petalburg Woods forever, didn't you? I got sick of waiting, so here I am. That's actually kind of silly for a Pokemon villain. You, Devin Researcher, hand over those papers. Hey! You're a Pokemon trainer, aren't you? You got to help me, please. Huh? What do you think you're doing? What, you're going to protect him? Well, one crosses Team Aqua and gets any mercy, not even a kid. Come on and battle me. Pokemon, where instead of you shank kids, in a world where villains, instead of shanking children, they just have animals do it for you. And you know what? I should level up my Pokemon. And by the way, I am not sending out Guardian because Guardian only has confusion, and confusion doesn't work on dark type Pokemon like Pushiana. When it being done, probably would have done much better on level 11 where I actually learned some fairy type moves. Sand attack, lower my accuracy. Well, I'm pretty sure that Headbutt doesn't have that good accuracy, only decent accuracy. Isn't that just common knowledge? Just because Headbutt, of course, is not gonna have good accuracy because you actually have to aim your head at the opponent. See? Video games have a little bit of logic. You're kidding me! You're tough! You've got a nerve meddling with Team Aqua. Come on and battle me again. I wish I could say that, but I'm all out of Pokemon. So instead I got this gun here, so I'll just shoot you like I probably should have right at the start and then steal those papers. But we don't do that in kids games, do we? And hey, we Team Aqua are also after something in Westboro. I'll let you go today. Ooh, that was awfully close. Thanks to you, he didn't rob me of those important papers. I know, I'll give you a Great Ball as my things. Great Ball, and what it is, well, it's double the power. Well, it has double the chance of catching Pokemon than a regular Pokeball. Damn, Team Aqua's thugs saying they were after something in Rustboro too. Uh-oh, it's a crisis, I can't be wasting time. What could they be after in Rustboro? Which is indeed the next town, and hello! You want to stay out of tall grass? Well, the only way forward is through tall grass, so your advice is pointless. And there you go! Devon Corporation! You want a Shroomish? Well, there you go. There is your Shroomish. And I'm not interested in because, well, Mudkip is already good against the gym leader. I guess when I'll fight this trainer, I'll talk about what I was initially going to talk about. And not flat out admit it. Forget about it. Last night, of course, aside from Pokemon Omega Ruby, I also got the Super Smash Bros. Wii U. And interestingly enough, as soon as I went to the dorm, I saw a whole bunch of people just playing it out, so I couldn't help but join them and go into 8-match battles, and I tell you, they are chaotic and fun. By the way, Nincana is essentially part ground type, so Water Gun is going to do quite a bit. What am I doing? I should get like Linoon, Zigzagoon and Ralph out. So yeah, Smash Brothers U, if you actually have a Wii U, definitely get the copy of the game. And if you don't have a Wii U, I assure you, it's well worth it today. Got great games. Mario Kart 8, Smash Brothers, Hyrule Warriors just came out. And if you're not into those, well, there's plenty of older Wii U games. And yes, we know about people that Pokemon run out of their bladder contents, they can't do anything. And look! This tree looks like it might be cut down. Why is cut in all capitals? Could it be something important? We'll see later on. And take a look, we're out of the woods and we're all the way up at 12 minutes. So, I guess next time, and let's play Pokemon Crystal. Pokemon Crystal? Wow, wow, I finally messed up in this video. Next time on Let's Play Pokemon Emerald, we'll continue on Route 104, and, well, hopefully we'll find out what's been going on in Rustboro that caught the attention of Team Aqua. I will see you guys then.